I'm not either. This isn't to put you on the spot.
Okay, cool.
So my name's Anna.
Ashley.
Ashley, lovely to meet you. Oh, let me make sure this is on. Okay. There, now we're on. Ashley, I'm Anna. So I'm just asking people about oppression. Do you think that the powerful should have the right to oppress the powerless? I'm sorry, take a second, kind of absorb it. It's a lot of words. So like, you can see there's two people down there, right? Should the buff guy have the right to oppress the smaller woman? Or she's more intelligent, right? She could be the oppressor. Because she's more intelligent, does she have the moral right to oppress him because he's not as intelligent?
I don't think anyone should be oppressed.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. So
just because they're smarter, like, depends. Street smart, book smart, you know, like, obviously it depends on the topics, but like, no one should make someone else feel dumber just because of what they know. And what
even if someone wasn't aware of it, it's still immoral for someone to oppress another, right?
Yeah, it all comes down to morality. It's
exactly. So then my next question would be, what do you think about animals? What about the animals we send to the slaughterhouse? I don't want to catch you off guard.
Ooh.
I know, take a second. Do you think that they're oppressed?
I love meat.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
But it's like, I just really like meat.
Yeah, no, I understand. I wasn't vegan my whole life. Do you know the word vegan?
Yeah.
And tell me what you think it means, just so I know that we're on the same
Someone
page.
who doesn't eat any part of the animal at all.
That is something that we do, but why would someone avoid, we actually avoid all animal products. Why would someone avoid all animal products if they're against oppression?
Well, wait, what was the question?
Oh, so why would I avoid using animal products?
Because I think you believe that they have the right to be alive.
Right, yes. So would you agree that it's immoral to cause animals unnecessary harm?
Wow, you caught me.
I know. Don't feel caught off guard. I did this for so long, so you're starting in good company.
It's comparing humans to animals. It's weird.
Yeah, it's something we don't normally do.
But it's like,
so
I feel like it just comes down to like animal kingdom and the food chain, and it's just like, if a lion sees you, it's gonna kill you.
Sure.
And like, you know, I just like, because they have to survive.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You called it though.
It's
They
like,
have to do it to survive, right?
Yeah.
We are in Portland, and we have grocery stores. We have a farmer's market, right? So we have options. A lion or animals that are surviving the wild, they don't have a grocery store or even a farmer's market. They don't have options.
No.
In addition to that, would you agree that we don't hold children to the same standard as adults, right?
No.
Right, because children don't necessarily understand everything, like morality. They may do things that are immoral just because they don't understand, right? But we don't hold them to the same standard as like a moral agent adult who knows what's right and wrong and how to weigh things out. Animals are much the same in that, again, they're just surviving.
Is it though? Because children grow up to learn morality.
Sure.
Like animals, I feel like they kind of just stay stagnant for like.
I mean, they're in the
until
wild.
They're like.
Have you ever seen a human not raised by humans? Like a human that didn't have any contact with humans?
No.
So there's this girl called Jeannie Wiley, and I suggest you look her up if you can remember. Jeannie Wiley was sadly greatly abused by her father. He kept her locked in the basement and did not let anybody interact with her. She didn't learn about morality. And she was normal. She had a brain that wasn't defective. She didn't have a brain that was different. She had just a healthy brain, but her dad thought that there was something wrong with her, so he locked her in the basement. They called her the bunny girl because she couldn't even walk. She couldn't talk, nothing. So that goes to show that humans don't naturally have this extreme intelligence or extreme morality, right? We're taught it. Yeah, so over years we can practice it. We're given the time and the space to think about it. Wild animals don't typically have that time. They don't have that luxury of someone teaching them over time. And we do see, like dogs and cats, right? They know a little bit about morality and ethics, right? They know to not just go attacking everything all the time. So what I would say is that I still see animals as similar to children, even though they may not grow up to get all their cognizance, because some children won't grow up to have everything. And I would still respect those children that grow up to not have everything. So what I'm basically trying to say is there's no real moral difference between animals and humans, unless you can think of one. Like, I guess, let me put it this way. In your mind, because you still want to use animals, what in your mind makes it okay to use animals but not humans for your needs?
Don't we all use each other?
Is it moral to use someone without their consent?
No.
Exactly.
But
so they're like, what is it that, morally speaking, I understand that in reality, there's a lot of horrible things, right? But for you, morally speaking, what's the difference that makes it okay to use an animal without their consent, but it's not okay to use a human? I know this kind of puts you on the spot.
It's weird because it's just, I guess it goes back to like the intelligence of it, you know, because it's just, we just have more awareness. We're just more socially involved than animals just knowing.
I'll bring you back to the example. We have a lot of humans, even that aren't children. We have humans that aren't cognitively up to par with us, right? So would we now be allowed to exploit them because they're not as aware of their surroundings?
No, but they have the ability to get there.
There are humans that don't.
Because of their surroundings.
Sure, whatever. Maybe they got knocked on the head, or maybe they were born that way, right? There are some humans that will never be more than the cognition of, say, a cow.
Interesting. I have a question though.
Yeah, please.
Since you started, like, you're being an activist, what change have you seen so far?
In the world or in me?
I guess kind of both.
Okay. For me, I didn't really notice a big difference. I changed my habits slightly. Like, it took me like 20 minutes to figure out how to feed myself, and if I had any clothing, like, where would I find alternatives if I really needed to.
Oh, it's that far.
Yeah, veganism. No. So veganism is an ethical principle stance against the exploitation of sentient beings in every aspect of my life. I don't go to zoos because I don't want to be locked in a zoo. I don't wear leather because I don't want my skin taken off of me. Right. I don't consume animals or their secretions because I want my flesh and I want my family and I want my life to be left alone. I don't want to be used. So it comes from that. It comes from looking at the victim's perspective.
So would you want, like, everybody to go completely vegan?
I mean,
like,
what
is
do you
that
think the
what your
animals
goal?
want?
To stay alive, obviously, but
yeah. Do you think they enjoy being used?
But
and
what
having
does
their family
what does
torn
that say
apart?
for those animals that kill other animals?
So again, they're not moral agents like you and I.
No,
right?
but
we know what's right.
But then
and
they'll
wrong.
still keep going because they're also doing it.
I'll put it this way: can you eliminate all racism?
Oh no.
Are you racist?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
just because I can't eliminate all animal cruelty doesn't mean that going vegan isn't impactful and powerful.
I guess it can be, but then the other day I was like, I feel like it should be more sustainable. But then at the end of the day, these big corporations are not going to stop.
Well,
you know?
so what
it's just like, it's like I want to, but then it's just like,
sure,
it's never. I feel like it's never gonna.
So the difference between environmentalism and veganism: environmentalism is focused on the globe and everybody doing their little part, right, to better the world. Veganism, if you give up on being an environmentalist, you're hardly going to hurt anybody, right? You'll have some impact. You're a human. You're going to cause destruction. But when you quit on veganism, you're giving up on someone else. You're saying that your life doesn't matter as much as my convenience.
Wow.
I know.
Interesting.
Yeah. So with that in mind, would you be willing to look into some resources to possibly to go vegan so you don't oppress the animals anymore? Because they're only there because you demand they be there.
I think so far my closest step was to more humane options. That makes sense.
If you were a
chicken, like,
let me put it this way: you could be humanely raised and or killed.
Yeah.
You could be conventionally raised and killed. You could be left alone. Which of those three options would you prefer?
I like meat. I just can't.
I know. So step away from the taste pleasure, because taste pleasure, right? Like humans actually are considered. They're called long pig because there are cultures that used to consume us, and we taste similar to pork. So
Ew.
because now that I know, right? Now that we know that humans taste like bacon, does that now morally justify farming humans to have baby bacon?
To have what?
Baby bacon.
Baby. Oh, because
they're babies, you cut them open and make bacon out of them.
The way it sounds is like gross.
I know, right?
But
It's intense, but like, what's really the difference other than intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me give you a card. I can tell that you're thinking about it, and that's what we really want. So this side just shows you a documentary. If you're going to continue to use animals, I strongly urge you to watch this documentary. It's not a gotcha. It's purely showing you what is legal, what is allowed.
Okay.
Yeah. This is all legal footage.
Okay.
So if you were to buy those products, you know exactly what you're demanding, because when they say grass-fed, cage-free, humanely raised, right? We paint this picture in our mind of these happy animals on a field.
Yeah.
And we're doing the corporations a favor.
Yeah, that's
really.
so it's like
Exactly. If you went to like a whole food plant-based diet, you don't have to support any corporations. You could source your fruits and vegetables from a farmer's market.
yeah.
You know, there's definitely ways to avoid corporations if that's your goal.
Yeah.
We're just here telling you, you do you, but avoid using sentient beings just like you want to be free and not used.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
I appreciate it. What was it again?
Ashley.
Ashley.
Anna?
Yeah, Anna.
Okay,
Thank you, Ashley.
sweet.
Sorry, I gave you a weird handshake
No,
there.
you're good.
Thank you so much, though, for stopping by. It takes a brave person to do that. I can tell you have a compassionate heart.
Thank you.
If you scan that other side of the card, you can see this video if you want, because I'll be posting it on there.
That's
Yeah.
fine. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you have a great day, Ashley. See ya.